now that we're here, I realized what I forgot to pack. The extra camera batteries for the GoPros. I brought 2 GoPros, and they each have a battery in them. I hope. That one does, but if not, I do have a charge. I can charge that up at least.
I want to make sure they're charged.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, this one's good. I did charge it up before. Alright, we just got out here to the ranch. It's pretty late. It's after midnight, so I'm gonna go see if there's any pigs out by the deer blind, the feeders. And full moon tonight, so I don't even need a light. You can see everything. I was gonna throw a little bit of corn and some apples. Okay, so I'm probably not going to see anything tonight. I just put out some corn, and I think just probably too much noise, too much presence going on to bring anything out. But I'm going to hang out for a little while, see if I see anything. Somebody's firing off a bunch of shots. I don't know who that is. Was that you?
Yeah, it's a damn thing.
Me either, but I just heard a whole bunch of shots.
Yeah, I was hearing that too.
It's too damn windy. I mean, I'm not going to see anything. Nothing's going to come out with the wind like this. It's making way too much noise, blowing around the blind, all the stuff over there. All the trees. Not even really a point in being out here. So I think I'm going to head back. It's 8:30 in the morning now. Oh my God. There's one right there. Got him. Dropped him right there. I was just saying how nothing's gonna come out, and while I'm talking, a buck came out. Yep, got me a buck.
Nice, how big?
Not too big, looks like maybe a 4 or 6 pointer.
Rad. So early for this.
Copy. And this one just dropped straight down.
Where do you walk out?
The big trail to the right, like he was coming from the cabin. Yep. Right there where it splits going towards the feeder. And he stopped right there where I threw the corn and apples last night. And he's in a nice, easy spot to pick him up. the scope camera, I'm not sure what it got. It had some kind of error when I took the shot, but there he is. There we go. I was literally just about to get up and leave, and he walked out while I was talking about it. I was making all kinds of noise. I wasn't expecting anything to come out with me talking like that, so yeah, let's get down there and check him out. Oh, he's got some body size to him. I thought he was gonna be real small. Not very big rack, but a little 6-pointer. Oh, 8-pointer. Almost. One of them's a little broken off. Where did I hit him? I don't see an entry wound. I hit him right here, or I was aiming right here. Shoulder shot. Let's see. I don't see an exit either. Huh. I don't see any blood. Let's see if I can drag him back over to the cabin. Oh, that's a long way to go. See if I go and get in the ATV. Now he's got a good body size, just small antlers. Definitely that. It's probably that same young buck I saw last time. Yeah. Should be an 8-pointer, but one of them's broken off, so I don't know if it really counts. Okay.
They say we can put a ring on it, but that looks like it's maybe
7 points. Down. It's a little short. I'm not even sure where I hit him. I was aiming for the shoulder.
Gonna get a photo?
Yeah, I was aiming for the shoulder, but I don't see any holes or blood or anything. That good?
Right there.
Is his tongue sticking out? The tongue's got to be sticking out.
He died too quickly for that.
Oh, you know what? There is the hole right there. Little pinhole on him right there. Barely see it. I actually turned him over a little bit too. I didn't see an exit wound, but...
Oh, I find it. Where'd you shoot him at?
Right here. You can barely see the little hole right there.
Hit that 5.56?
No, that's the 6.5 Creedmoor.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't even see your fucking Creedmoor. I saw the...
I had them both in the same case.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So.
Good drop. Yeah, as my dad said, that one came out over here too.
Yeah.
So went through the trees there and went to the...
Oh, over by the trough over there?
Yeah.
The alfalfa?
Yeah.
See, that's where I threw most of the corn and the apples and stuff, because every time I'm here, if I see a deer, they're over there. I only ever see hogs over here. Ugh.
Yeah. Not too shabby. Wonder how he would have looked like in another year or two if he would have gotten bigger or not. Sometimes...
Well, I remember what you said. Like, it's like you were thinking about letting the young buck walk, but then you haven't seen anything. So I was like, okay. All right, so I was just looking at the footage of that the scope camera got, and I guess the recoil from the shot kind of corrupted the file a little bit, but it's a little choppy and it looks like it's in slow motion. But I did get it there. I did get the shot. But as soon as I pulled the trigger, it stopped recording. But I was able to pick up immediately after that. And yeah, that was just crazy because I was not expecting anything because it got so windy and so noisy. I didn't think anything would be coming out. So I started talking to the camera and making a lot of noise myself. I was quiet all morning and nothing came out. And as soon as I start making noise and talking to the camera, he comes walking out. So yeah, now we got to get him back over here, get him cleaned up, dressed up. All right. the next morning. So last morning we're gonna be here. We're gonna leave as soon as the morning hunt's over with. I'm not really looking for deer since I already got one. Hoping there's maybe a hog or something there this morning. Waiting for a hog to come out or the sun to come up. One of the two. Took a shot at a doe. She ran off. I hit her, but I need to wait a minute and see if I can track her. Alright, so wasn't planning on taking another shot at another deer, but doe just walked out, so let me go see if I can track her here in a minute. Might have to go back and look at the video, see where she ran, because I think she would have came this way. But it's possible she went this way too. So watch for all the cactus. Found some good blood. So she came this direction. Make sure see if there's any more. Yep, there's a trail of blood here. Okay. Got some blood there. I don't know how I missed it the first time I walked through here. She seems to be bleeding pretty good. She went that way. There we go. She came this way. There's blood all over these rocks. Where'd she go? There's a lot of blood. She should be around here somewhere. Oh, she tried to trick me. She changed directions. She started going that way and then doubled back and came this way. Because I just spotted some more blood right here. She went back this direction. She went up this way. She went, oh, there she is. I found her. I found her. All right. Ugh. Here we go. See if I can get her out of there. Yep, this is her. That's the exit wound. That one went clean through her. Wow, the blood's all the way up there. I wonder if my GPS is working. I need to track this out. See exactly how far she ran. She ran pretty far. Clear a path. Break off these branches. She made it all the way to your dad's old blind, the one that's collapsing. Is there a closer trail to get the ATV over here?
You got to figure that one out for yourself.
Copy. Okay, so she went a long distance, but then looped back around and ended up not being that far from where she was. So she came out right here, walking this way, and was eating the corn on the ground here. Probably got about 30 feet up this way. And right here is where I shot her. And she darted through the bush that way. And on the other side of that is where I've picked up the blood trail. She went straight in that direction for probably about 100 feet, then turned left and went that way for 200 feet or so, and then cut left again. There's a little bit of a ravine back over this way. And from there, she doubled back and went back. She doubled back to the right and went straight that way for another 40 or 50 feet. And I almost walked right past her because I was following the blood trail in the wrong direction. But on the plus side, it's really not that far. I can just drag her up over here and then go grab the ATV. Because I don't think the ATV is going to make it back in over there. Take a rope so I can drag her up easier. I'm gonna go ahead and close up the blind here. I'm done hunting. Honestly, I don't need to shoot another deer for the rest of the season until next year. If I come out again, it'll just be for hogs and coyotes. Got the tag on her already. My battery died. I needed to swap it out. And I think that's everything. There you go. Greg's still out there. It's not even 8:30 yet. For some reason, the animals here always come out at exactly a half hour. Like the first buck I shot a couple years ago was at like 5:30 p.m. The hogs I've shot one was at exactly 6 a.m. Another one was at exactly 9 p.m. Another one was at exactly 11 p.m. The buck I shot yesterday was at exactly 8:30 a.m. And today the doe was at 7:30 a.m. So it took me a while to track her down. Get the ATV, drag her up to it, and load her on the ATV and bring her back to the cabin. It took about an hour, which I guess, all things considered, that's not that long compared to how most guys up north are when they have to go tracking for a deer. Sometimes they don't find her at all. I kind of thought I wasn't going to find her there, but I did. She double backed on me and almost lost me. I was walking up a trail and she cut to the left, so I followed the blood trail to the left, and what actually happened was she had doubled back and went to the right, and she was just on the right side of that trail, and I almost never saw her. She was hidden behind some trees. Yeah, first time I ever tracked anything I've shot. Everything else I've shot just dropped right where it was. But I was using a smaller round, and I did get a lung shot on her. And the last shooting video I did was actually a review on the scope, where I had it laser sighted in, and it was on target with the laser sight. But when I shot it, it hit the target, but it knocked it loose. Tightened it up, and it's not loose anymore. So I think we're good. The scope worked out. The way that buck went down yesterday, I don't think I'm gonna mess up the scope on that rifle, because that one's perfectly zeroed in. That's also a really cheap scope. A lot of people badmouth cheap scopes, saying you're supposed to spend at least twice on the scope as what you spent on the rifle. The scope I put on that rifle cost me 30 bucks. It's a brand called Pinty, and that thing has been dead on since the day I got it, and it's a great scope. So that Pinty scope's great, even though it's the cheapest one they make. This scope, after I tightened it down, it worked out. So if you saw my last video reviewing it, you know, I kind of take back the negative part on it. I mean, it's low quality. If you've got the money, spend the money on something better. But if you don't have money, they're actually cheaper than what I paid for it now. They've gone down. I paid like $175 for it about a year ago, and right now you can find them for like $130. So they're on the way down. And there is another one I saw that's similar to this, but it actually takes up even less room. It's not made by Megaorei. It doesn't actually have a brand name on it. It's $119, but it's basically the same thing. It's got the infrared, it's got the adjustable crosshairs, but it's also just a camera pretty much. I'm kind of interested in one of those, but I don't actually have another gun to put it on right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
Just me and my line, got a rusty old hook and a can full of time. Dollar store lures and some worms on the side, fishing on a dime with that cheap angler pride.